ViSchedule lets you schedule and track the labor associated with a project, manage employees per project, handle time cards submitted by ViMobile, and generate payroll. Here I can quickly see exactly which projects are using up the most time in my shop. To get started is easy. I'll just add my employees on the personnel page and fill in all their information. Then I'll make sure I have some tasks defined. This is how I categorize hours in my shop. And for example, when an employee submits time under the rigging task, they automatically get their labor rate adjusted by $25. On the calendar, I can schedule ahead. We'll say on the 18th, I want Mr. Graham to work on this project, Montague. I'm going to say he's going to be doing delivery. I can even have it calculate the overtime. Now, whenever Mr. Graham pulls up his phone, he'll be able to see that he's scheduled on the 18th. Also, it'll give him directions where he needs to go. "160 Montague Street." Once Mr. Graham completes that schedule, it'll show up in here as completed. I can look up in the approve hours and make sure that I approve it. I don't, because he has worked from 7 a.m. to 3:30, and I know that he took a half-hour lunch break in there. So he shouldn't have that half hour of overtime. I can quickly edit this. I'll insert a break for him. And I'll say that I want it to be from 1 to 1:30. Now you can see that this splits this into 2 separate time cards. I go ahead and save. He now has 8 hours for the day, which is exactly what he should have. These I approve. Now I'll go ahead and print his time card. And there's his time card for the 2 days, the 16th and the 18th. I can go ahead and pay him now. There's a lot of other reports that ViSchedule lets you run, like the labor cost detail, which tells you how much labor goes into a project and exactly what tasks they were doing on that project. I can print time cards for the entire department. Departments are just a collection of employees, by the way. For example, I have office and shop. This allows me to schedule employees quicker. If I'm on the calendar, I could add a new schedule item and schedule a whole department at once. Say the office. I'll say they're doing service. I'll have them do it on the 19th. And for a project, we'll say Columbus Circle. And there we go. Now also there's a lot of payroll features in ViSchedule. I can have it automatically calculate my overtime. I can define the start of my work week. I can use shifts for overtime, say if a person is working overnight. I can have time tracked by job instead of by project, which allows for a more finer-grained control. And I can tell it that I want to calculate overtime by day or by week. I can set specific days to always be counted as overtime, and I can set defaults. For example, this is saying that any hours over 8 would be counted as overtime, and I have no maximum overtime, so I would never automatically roll over into double time. I'm sure you can see how this would be very helpful for your shop. Thank you for watching.